that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We have already started here.
This guy, Marco Reus, is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop in to that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive, actually, isn't it? The workload he is willing to take on, when you consider that he is the team's main creative force, the goal threat too.
Yeah, but he can do it all. He's that good.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through.
Cleared without complication.
It'll be a throw-in. Musiala elects to cross. Foolish header! Oh, it's come off the upright. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. Yamal's cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Can he spark a counter here? Threads one in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ernest. Musiala. That's good vision. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Belgium clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Gullit. Passing is crisp and sharp. This might spell danger.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red.
Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
And he shoots! They've scored! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Number 21, Ousmane Dembélé.
Belgium are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Yamal. Oh, good-looking ball. Mateus cuts out the pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Dembélé. He's beaten just the keeper to beat. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Oh, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Belletti. Passing nice and neat. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Big chance! Liverpool have their second corner now. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Thuram. Well, that looks a decent ball. Matthäus gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a searching pass.
Good ball over the top.
Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rummenigge chasing after it. And that has put paid to that. There's a sharp little ball here. It's Ibrahimovic! Royce. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lovely header! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
And now he has two. Liverpool find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ibrahimovic. That's really well manoeuvred. That looks a good ball through. Rummenigge. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Aims beyond the defence. Real chance here. And a chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. No foul, says the referee. Good ball, good take. Kimmich. Musiala.
That's going in strongly.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Great vision. Picked up brilliantly. Rummenigge! And yes, it's there! And just like that, he hits 50.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well, and while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
As the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's on it, can he get a real chance? Oh, taken with style. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Royce. He's in a great position here. Pull it. That looks a cracking ball. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish right from the top draw. It is no contest. It is a landslide. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And with that, the hat-trick is Pedri! It's bounced back off the post. Not the most convincing of passes. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Matthäus kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rummenigge is onto this. And he's in on goal. Great chance! Oh, it's come loose. Can he get on the end of... And the finish! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Belgium playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Ernest is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Pedri. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Ernest. Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pull it. Oh, it's Dembele. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's with the keeper. Saliba has... Oh, they could be caught out here. And Royce! And it's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Belgium give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rummenigge just eases him off the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get... Shot at goal! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Liverpool blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Now this could be a chance. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Knocks it into space. Belletti. Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Royce. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's a good ball. Dembele! And the keeper read that really well.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That is good alertness. Nicely shaped ball. Neatly clipped into space. Chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it. Time added on 4 minutes. And it's made its way to him. And that was very necessary. Bullet. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.